This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit GoCurrency.com. And by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at LibertyFirstCU.com.
Well, if it's been a little while before you've taken a look at the calendar, you might want to take a little peek because we are just a couple of weeks away from playoff basketball, and there is no better game or atmosphere tonight than what will represent the postseason than Lincoln Southwest and Lincoln North Star. Thanks for tuning in today. My name is Kalen Devin here with Andy Klassen. We've got the Navigators and the Silverhawks in what should be a really fun matchup between two teams in the top three in our News Channel Nebraska rankings.
Yeah, very impressive performance thus far throughout the season. Both teams sitting at 16-3. They also played one game where it really came down to the wire.
Yeah, and that game was one that was separated by just 2 points in overtime and a buzzer beater three from a star that we'll talk about here in just a moment, Kennedy Williams.
Yeah, Kennedy Williams is a primetime player. Came up clutch in that game, as you mentioned. Hit a shot from nearly half court from the logo at the buzzer to give him that 2-point victory here at home in the conference championship. Just very, very impressive. Almost like hero type stuff, you know?
And not only is she lethal when it comes to clutch time, she also has the school record for Southwest in 7 threes in a game. It just shows how dominant she is anywhere on the court.
I think those came against the Gators, so there might be a little chip on the shoulder for the old Navigators here tonight. What's really special about Kennedy is, yes, she can score. Yes, she's a primetime scorer. She does such a good job of including her teammates. She's got a couple bigs, underclassmen. She gets them involved early and often. That's why they're so good. The different ways they can attack you on offense, and it all starts with Miss Williams.
Right, she's the senior leader tonight for Lincoln Southwest, but let's take a look at Lincoln North Star. They are doing something that hasn't been done in a long time when it comes to the Navigators. Usually on the lower end of some of the team schedules, you might look at them and say, oh, we'll circle that as a win. Not this year. Lincoln North Star is dominant, 16-3, and they have a stud of themselves, just a sophomore, Annie Liu.
Liu's just fantastic. She averages nearly 15 points per game. She also averages about 7-8 rebounds per game. So any night she can go off for a double-double, and that's really what's helped this team kind of hit that next level, that next gear, and led them to this 16-3 record thus far.
And depending on how young this team is too, the Navigators could be here for quite some time.
It's really two young teams, you know, minus Kennedy Williams, the lone senior there starting for the Silverhawks. But this is going to just add an element to, you know, which team can kind of deal with adversity the best when you're talking about that youth. But that youth has done pretty darn good thus far.
Get ready for the matchup. It is going to be a fun one. Number 2, Lincoln Southwest. Number 3, Lincoln North Star. It's coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
The pregame show is sponsored by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports.
So this yellow...
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online. granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Silverhawks are preparing for battle and trying to protect their home court with a 16-3 record over Lincoln North Star, also 16-3, number 2 and 3 in the state in our NCN rankings. Let's take a look at our school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. If you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items, Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. Lancaster County, Lincoln, Nebraska, and the Navigators, they are with about 1,400, almost 1,500 students in the school, just under 800 boys, just over 700 girls. So let's flip it to Lincoln Southwest. Well, same population, same city, same county, different mascot, Silverhawks, and very similar enrollment too, just over 1,500, nearly 1,600. So got almost 100 difference there, Andy.
I mean, on paper, it's about as even as you could get. Same with the records this year. They really mirror one another, like to play with tempo. And I kind of like the old Navigators, one of the newer high schools, you could say, in the Lincoln metro area. And also, they're the Navigators, but they've adopted the alligator, the gator, as like their animal mascot. So it kind of has that Iowa State feel to it. Well, are they the Cyclones, the Cardinals? What's going on here? Now they're the Gators. It's fun.
I was thinking the exact same thing here. Take a look at the Class A rankings. You got Southwest number 2 and North Star number 3. So both 16-3 now. But you look at Lincoln Southwest, the Silverhawks. You can cut that down to Hawks if you'd like to, maybe. I think Silverhawks sounds cooler. But then you think of Navigators, I mean, maybe the Navs? No, they go the other way. They go the Gators.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. And they got that, I've seen a lot of times on, their sweatshirts and hoodies and stuff that kind of resembles that Florida Gator, kind of that iconic, cartoonish looking alligator. So besides the matchup between the mascots that were
the mascot matchup.
Right. We actually have a lot of phenomenal athletes on the court here, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's what I'm excited for. Maybe some Gator chomps here from Lincoln North Star. That'd be fun to see. There they are getting ready. Again, we talked about how they are led by Annie Liu, just a sophomore. And this team has been really good all season long. 21 points per game in terms of point difference. They're winning by 21 points per game. That is dominant.
Head coach Tommy Johnson really has something going on here, and he really has a three-headed monster scoring-wise, where he has 3 starters all averaging double figures. So you can't really just hone in on Annie Liu or Sarah Gatwich. You really got to play solid, disciplined defense across the entire court.
All right, we'll dive more into this matchup. Lincoln Southwest, Lincoln North Star next on NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. By Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Getting ready for our starting lineups here tonight. Lincoln North Star and Lincoln Southwest. Let's take a look. We've got Sarah Gadwich, Kendall Anderson, Annie Liu, Joyce Johnson, and Katie Irons. Should be a fun one as the five of them take the court here tonight.
Yeah, Gatwich, Irons, and then Lou, who we highlighted, were the three biggest scoring factors, all averaging double figures that I was talking about a moment ago.
And we take a look at the hometown Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Silverhawks, I say hometown, I mean home gym. That's
right.
Really what it is, and that might be a big player in this one. You got Brentley Norlinger, Hayden Kennedy Williams, Emma Dostal, Eleanor Griffin, and you got to watch out for number 15.
Yeah, you really do. And one of the things that just kind of is very impressive with LSW, Lincoln Southwest, is how unselfish they are with the ball and on the offensive end. They're not afraid to move it around, find the hot hand, feed her, whether it's Dostal, whether it's Williams, Rath. They really keep that ball moving like a pinball throughout the course of a game.
Ball movement is so important, especially in a game like this when you're playing a team as good as Lincoln North Star. We talked about how they've already played once before. It went in the favor of Lincoln Southwest thanks to a Kennedy Williams logo 3 at the horn in overtime. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, so you can bet that North Star has a little chip on their shoulder, you know, and a lot of this success, it's as you mentioned, it's kind of new to them. They got a young team, and sometimes that's the best thing for you when you don't know any better, right? You come into a place like this, a hostile environment, great crowd, great electricity already in the air here. And I think we're set up to have a really competitive game here.
As we are officially tipped off and ready to roll, Lou the pass to the right wing, shot no good by Kendall Anderson.
Oh, Anderson had a fantastic look. The entire defense kind of overshifted towards Lou on that opening possession.
And you'll see Lou not only offensively but defensively averages about 4.5 steals per game. How about that pass wide open? Shot no good. Great look by Rath. Couldn't knock it down.
Lou boxed out Emma Dostal just enough there. She's so active. Dostal is one of those players that, man, she can get you 7 points in a row. She's not just a defender or a rebounder, kind of the complete package for the Lady Silverhawks.
Lincoln North Star 16-3 on the year, just like Lincoln Southwest. Top 5 battling Class A. Working it to the left side, trying to go back to the right wing. An open shot.
Travel.
Before that, a travel.
Man, that offensive possession had such a nice rhythm to it, nice flow to it. He had on-ball pressure from Williams up top, and a beautiful rotation and pass to the corner there. Just a little shuffle of feet before the shot attempt.
You know, I think another good look there from Joyce Johnson, as now Williams up the court. Fires right side for Hayden Rath. Now back to the top of the key. Oh, would have been a tremendous bounce pass. You had Emma Dostal, who was running right toward the rim.
Yeah, and that's that chemistry that Griffin and Dostal has been able to build throughout the course of this season.
North Star with the length of the floor to go. No score yet. And there's a foul.
Yeah, Irons kind of dove on top of Dostal. I think that's really going to get the foul. Yep, a little bit of a push. Tonight's officials, Jake Dilsaver, Troy Test, and Jeff Kegel. Just going back through my notes here, I think I've had Jake Dilsaver about 3 out of the last 4 broadcasts. That guy's thinking, are they casing me over there?
No, he's trying to say, I'm going to make a living off of this. Next up, NBA. High post, Kennedy Williams try to find another nice bounce pass. Good defense there Joyce Johnson read it.
You know, I like how Southwest, they're attacking the basket. They're trying to utilize the bounce pass, moving towards the rim. Excellent entry pass. But credit the Navigators right there, jumping those passing lanes.
It's Johnson again, finding the way defensively and up. A deep hook shot, no good. Tried to go scoop it there from Sarah Gatwich. Now right off the top of the key, that shot no good. Eleanor Griffin.
Don't mind the no call on that last possession. We got a deep three here.
Lou tried to go up and grab the offensive rebound. Could have been an over and back, but there was nobody there. So no call. Now Lincoln Southwest looking for the first points of our game.
Yeah, that's okay. The officials are letting the two teams kind of get into a rhythm here, let the game get into a flow, as we do see a foul way away from the hoop. But what I was getting at is Gatwich, if she would have went into her defender, into Rath, that last fast break opportunity, I think she would have got the whistle. Instead, she went that kind of hook shot going away from the defense, and that didn't allow for the foul call.
It's Tommy Johnson, head coach of Lincoln North Star.
Energetic guy, a lot of fun to be around.
Third season, also a personal basketball coach at City of Guards Lincoln. I mean, he's got a lot of experience, not only coaching this team, but coaching others just to be better fundamental basketball players. That's kind of where it starts.
Yeah, it's a year-round event for Coach Johnson. I mean, he's in the gym pretty much every day of the year or around it. Might get a little vacation in there, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Right now we've got Tim Barata kind of wondering what the decision here was with these two officials.
Well, he had a loose ball foul. Or I think it was just a reach-in, wasn't it?
Maybe just moving up a little bit, but either way.
Yep. So they're going to get with the reach-in foul. So 2 on North Star to start things off here on Lincoln Southwest.
High post kick out Dostal. Right wing quickly moving it back over to Griffin. Now Norlinger. Great defense here by North Star.
Yep.
Not a lot of openings. Bounce pass. Williams almost lost it. Great kick out. Quick three. Too long.
Oh.
And out of bounds. Sarah Gatwich had it. She stepped out.
Noni had a really good comment there talking about the defense moving so well with the ball. You saw a little bit of the over rotation, but it got out there quick, forced an early kind of a quick trigger shot.
Underneath, Lincoln Southwest moving the ball quickly. We talked about the fast passing. Both teams have been pretty good at that so far. Rath might have had Norlinger under the basket, kind of missed her.
Yeah, she flashed open.
Almost 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. No score. How about the poke away from Gatwich? North Star on the run with the lane. Joyce Johnson and fouled on her way up to the rim.
That's the second time Gatwich with those quick hands has been able to poke the ball away. The prior time, Southwest was fortunate to get it. I mean,
that's a great call.
It really was. I mean, Williams came across both arms with her arm there and looked at the official like, what are you talking about? She's still talking to Dillsaver there. I think that was a pretty easy whistle.
Yeah, it's hard. She kind of chopped her way down. Free throw good. That's the first point of the game. Joyce Johnson with the free throw.
But you saw how Irons attacked the defense, went right into that defense and forced the foul call.
Kaylin Devin, Andy Klassen on News Channel Nebraska from Lincoln Southwest. This free throw hits the rim, goes above the backboard, and a miss. Here's Lincoln Southwest. First quarter brought to you by John Henry's. Our family serving yours as Rath drives to the hoop. High post kick out. Norlinger's open for three. No good off back iron. There's an easy rebound for Annie Lou. Lou goes up high post, kicks out Gatwich. Tough shot and traveled. Would have made it.
Yep.
And Gatwich can't believe it.
Defense did a nice job just staying in their ground, not allowing the penetration to continue. And I really like what the Gators are doing here on defense, switching back and forth from a zone to a man-to-man. It's confusing Southwest just a little bit, not allowing that offense to really get into any kind of flow.
Firing away. That one misses. Rebound pulled down
by Wells. Bounce pass left side. Underneath, Wells is open, low post, and she travels.
Yep.
Our broadcast is thanks in part to Zollner Ford Lincoln, as there's just been a few mistakes here at this point. Sarah Gadwich, 2-on-2, goes up with a little contact, no good. Off her hands, able to save it. Gotta love the effort.
Yeah, and sticking with it, not allowing the play to die.
Johnson gets around, jumper, free throw range, no. Neither team has really found their rhythm yet, Andy. We're about halfway through the first quarter.
No, I think you can point to these two defensive efforts more than anything, as we're sitting at a 1-0 score. That is a little surprising, though.
Rath to Norlinger. Now to Trainer. And again, stolen. Quick hands, back up to the rim, left it short. Offensive rebound, high off the glass and good.
Anderson doing a great job trailing the play, cleaning it up, getting rewarded with an easy bucket.
But Olivia Anderson with the great steal that turned into a bucket, 3-0, and now a foul on the other end. And that sends Kennedy Williams to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Yep, and there's that calming force, your senior point guard who's also a scorer, realizing that, you know, we're having some difficulties on offense, so just taking matters into her own hands, gets to the foul line, knocks down the front end.
That's how you feel most comfortable, and does it with contact, preparing for the next level.
Great looking at the highlight there, the replay, and you didn't see it, but she really hit the court with her hand. She wanted the and one, nearly had it.
Both free throws good. 16.5 points per game for Kennedy Williams, taking her talents to the University of Nebraska to play for her mother, Amy. Not only that, but also playing softball.
Yes. Oh, and there's the help defense on the back end.
Saw the pick and roll from a mile away, and Williams helps bat it away.
Yeah, if you can believe it, last time I was able to call a Southwest game, Kennedy Williams was the player of the game, and she attributed a lot of, you know, her instinctiveness, obviously, to her mom and being on the court a lot, but playing multiple sports. You know, you can pick up things from the softball, from the ball diamond, bring them to the basketball court here, and vice versa.
What a quick step by Annie Liu, takes it right home.
I like how she got that ball up high at the end there, got out away from all those defenders. Great finish.
5-2 as Williams with a fake out. Nice pass underneath. Wells gets shut down from behind by Gadwich. Liu, coast to coast, left hand, good.
Fantastic job realizing you got to stop ball. No one stopped ball, so Liu just continued to the rim.
Williams off back iron, offensive rebound. Norlinger almost a reach in. It will stay with Southwest, but you could have potentially had Johnson there with a reach and wrap around.
Right.
Tried to poke it away.
I mentioned it just a moment ago. The officials are allowing these two teams to play a little bit, and I think that makes for a more exciting style of game.
And it's been very consistent early. Under 2:20 to play in the first quarter. 7-2, almost stolen. Nice pass, Williams and Norlinger. Takes a dribble. And now restarts possession. Williams burst inside. Tough shot up and under, and a foul. That will send Williams back to the charity stripe.
I mean, that defense was reeling a little bit. The double team tried to catch Williams up top. She dribbled through that earlier in that possession. That really put the back three defenders in a bind. And from that point on, the defense was always a step late. Williams doing a nice job finding the crease, attacking the rim.
Just watch this. One of these times she's going to make one of those shots, and this place will go bananas. Third free throw is good. Lincoln Southwest, but a very consistent team at state. Made it 11 times in their history. Had a state title back in 2017. A couple runner-up finishes there in 2019 and 2022. They're looking to get the job done, and this is a team that is very capable.
And it's one of the teams everyone was kind of highlighting in the preseason, like they're going to be back, and here they are, sitting on a 16-3 record, ranked within the top 3, top 2, no matter what type of rankings you're looking at.
Gatwich draws some attention, kicks it out, 3. Just skims off the top of the rim. And how about the play by Lou?
Wow.
Got it off of Norlinger out of bounds.
Just the hustle, the awareness. Look at that.
Wow. That's something that happens to you in a pickup game of basketball, and you just want to stop playing.
Right. Like, nah, your foot was on the line.
Here's Kroll, now gets it off. Gatwich finds a lane tucks the ball inside before laying it through.
Just that quick first step, and then once again the strong finish with that left hand.
1:25 to play in the first quarter, and 9-4, a 5-point lead for the North Star Gators. Three-pointer left side, no good. Stauffer missed it. And here's Gatwich talking to Coach Tommy Johnson as she walks it up the court.
And that's okay. Rest on offense, work on defense. Boy, they've been working their tails off on defense thus far, holding the Lady Silverhawks to only 4 points.
Kroll looking for the high pass inside. Gatwich, kick out to Anderson. North Stars had a nice opportunity. They've had lots of opportunities cutting right to the rim, and now trying their chance from long range and connects. Kendall Anderson, first triple of the game.
I'll tell you what, I was watching her during warm-ups, and she was just draining 3 after 3 during the pre-game practice. Not surprised that she's still knocking them down.
How about a deep one for the answer? No good. Eleanor Griffin, ball on the court, picked back up, kick out. Williams tries her luck, no good. And a rebound, ball gets knocked loose. Silverhawks keep it, and a foul off ball.
Yeah, it was getting a little hectic down there. Both teams leaning all out on the line.
5th foul, so that will send 2 free throws. I think that's Emma Dostal.
Yep, Dostal doing it like she always does, getting involved. Always seems to be where the ball is.
Dostal, 5.6 points per game, nearly 4.5 rebounds. She's a hard worker and knocks down the first free throw.
Yep, does a little bit of everything, just solid stats really across the line.
All of Lincoln Southwest's points in this first quarter coming from the free throw line. No field goals yet.
Yeah, and I think if you're a North Star fan, you kind of wish you were ahead by a little bit more right now, because Lincoln Southwest, they've been off. They've had a few good looks from beyond the arc, and just nothing's been falling. And you'd like to build a little bit bigger lead while they're cold, and just scoring from the foul line or reduced to only being one-dimensionally effective on offense. However, they do have a lead, and when you're on the road and you're beating Southwest, I think you got to be happy about that.
Got to be pretty happy, looking for that revenge game again from earlier this season. 4 seconds, driving in, great look, no good, offensive rebound, back up, can't get the roll. Great effort, rushing in and trying to finish the job. Katie Irons couldn't connect. That's the end of one, as Lincoln North Star leads 12-6 over Lincoln Southwest. Stick around for this second quarter on NCN.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
it wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
The ghillie suits, the camouflage. Lincoln Southwest is bringing it all tonight.
Well, that's the North Star student
there
section.
you go. That's
they're
true.
hunting for a victory here on the road, and they're sitting on a nice little 6-point lead heading into this second period.
I like the way you said that, hunting for a victory. As here's a steal, hunted for the steal and got it. Alex Kroll.
And the hot defense continues for the Lady Gators.
Gatwich. And there's a double dribble. Go right back to Lincoln Southwest. So that's not necessarily the start you'd love.
Couple of turnovers, though, so it kind of follows suit from what we saw throughout the entire first quarter.
It was not the cleanest first quarter of basketball, but what do you expect when you're playing in a game like this where there's a lot at stake? Here's another steal. Lincoln North Stars defense has led to how many offensive opportunities already through one quarter?
Yeah, travel.
But then you have another travel. It's Gatwich again. It's her second travel.
Yeah, North Star is kind of getting in their own way here. I love how they're changing it up defensively. They're extending their defense out at times, at spots. Kind of an unpredictability to their defensive efforts, and it's causing problems for Lincoln Southwest. They got to take advantage of it, though, on the other end.
And here's another one. Gators have it all red, navigating defensively.
Ooh, like that.
Alex Kroll, great defense on her. As Norlinger's trying to force that jump ball, forces the steal instead. And a timeout, no, call a timeout. Tommy Johnson.
Are they going to give him the timeout before the steal? Timberada can't believe it.
12-6, 6:50 to play in the second quarter, and a timeout by Tommy Johnson and Lincoln North Star. We're back after this on NCN.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with a wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
Tommy Johnson called a timeout for Lincoln North Star as Brenly Norlinger stole the ball away.
Ever since that rule was installed where the coaches could call timeout from the sideline, you're going to get that argument or that discussion at least once or twice every single basketball game. These coaches are so smart, understanding when they can help their team out from the sideline. You know, tip your cap to Tommy Johnson on that one for retaining a possession for his team.
And getting knocked down. A foul on Norlinger. And here's almost what you want to do as a head coach. Anytime you see your player in trouble, just try to burn one. I mean, worst thing they say is no.
Yep, and you can't take them into the halftime break or post-game with you, so go ahead and use those timeouts.
Off the right wing, Anderson goes down low. Lou using the size, gets rejected. Eleanor Griffin with the block.
I'll tell you what, Griffin did a fantastic job. Understood that Lou was trying to set her up with that spin move back to her left. She was ready and waiting for it. She's only a sophomore, Kaylin. That's a smart defensive player.
Sophomore that averages almost 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. And defensively making it happen for Lincoln Southwest. Still 12-6 on the drive. Dostal and the kick to Rath finds her away, and there's some good defense. Olivia Anderson.
Anderson's made a couple of plays early on here on the defensive end.
A foul on Gatwich. Goes against Rath. Now passing.
Gotta go help. Gotta go help.
Irons looking for a way out. Finds Gatwich, fortunately for the Gators. Tries to pull up the jumper, no good. Williams with the rebound.
Look out. Here she comes.
Stops looking for an outlet, gets it to Griffin. Griffin fires away. A little too long, but an offensive rebound. Dostal back up, and she's blocked by Lou. Able to bounce the ball right back to Getwich, and now Lou will take it across the court.
Lou is so good at just staying calm and playing straight up.
And blocked again. Eleanor Griffin rushes her way back in and sends back the shot.
Just got done tucking up Griffin, then she stuffs Lou on the other end. I mean, that looked like it was going to be a pretty clear shot there for Lou, the way she was moving with the ball across the lane. Griffin did a fantastic job timing that one up and going to the point where she needed to be.
Back-to-back blocks on back-to-back possessions. Kick out three. It's too long from Irons, but another offensive board for Lou. Covered by Griffin, able to get it out. Deep shot here. Connects!
Wow.
Kendall Anderson, her second three, and this one from even deeper.
Yeah, that's a real deep three, and you can see what Southwest is doing defensively. They're really trying to stuff it in, clog up the paint, and that's working. But if North Star can get versatile, start knocking down threes like that through Anderson, look out.
15-6. And a 9-point lead for Lincoln North Star. Off-ball fouls, the first one on Lincoln North Star for this quarter. Dostal swings it right side. Norlinger might have had a shot if she wanted it. Goes back into Griffin on the baseline, and a travel.
See, right there, Kaylin. The Lady Gators just kind of slid back in that 2-3 zone. It took Southwest just a moment to try and diagnose it, move the ball around, shuffle their feet, another turnover.
Our second quarter tonight brought to you by O Street Carpet, supported by Steve Carper and the crew. Go check out O Street Carpet today. On the drive, Irons picks it up. Back to her, covered by Brentley Norlinger. It's great defense on her. Gatwich trying to get away from Rath with a behind-the-back move. Cuts back inside, and Gatwich with a slash to the basket, and Tim Barretta wants to talk about it. Lincoln North Star is all over Lincoln Southwest right now. 4:21 to play in our first half, 17-6. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
If you're thinking about becoming a John Deere technician, receive a debt-free degree from Landmark Implement. With the John Deere Student Tech program, receive reimbursement for up to 100% of college tuition, fees, books, and room and board, plus a $5,000 tool stipend. Students are paid a competitive hourly wage for their work hours and are guaranteed employment at a Landmark location after graduation. Visit landmark.careers to find out more about the John Deere Student Tech program and become part of the Landmark difference.
Back halfway through the second quarter, 17-6. Lincoln North Star in a revenge game, leading 11 over the Silverhawks.
Now we're into a 1-3-1, really trying to extend that defense out.
Norlinger gets trapped, has to get rid of it, and right before the steal, a foul goes against the Navigators.
Yeah, this is where Southwest, they just got to be patient with the ball.
Southwest needs to find something here offensively, still without a field goal in this game. All 6 points from free throws. Annie Liu committed the foul. Now she's committed grand larceny. The steal, the bucket, and a score.
Pretty looking layup on the other end as well.
13-point lead.
Nice
Open
cut.
underneath.
Nice pass.
Griffin had a chance at it, tried for an extra pass, so it got poked out of bounds. Make sure you stick around for our halftime highlights presented by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman will help make your jewelry dreams come true. Just seems like Lincoln Southwest having a tough time finding an opening, and that's the reason why. Anderson with the block. Lou kick out Anderson looking for three, number 3, a little bit too long, and walked out of bounds. But also stick around for our Columbus Community Hospital halftime show. We'll show you the highlights. We'll talk about the game, analysis, stats, and everything about this one, where your health is their top priority there at Columbus Community Hospital. But Lincoln North Star, this is a team that lost the season opener to Bellevue West. So lost your first game of the season. They have 3 total losses on the season. Won 5 straight, then lost to Lincoln Southwest. Then won 8 straight, and then lost to Pius, another really good team.
Right.
Currently on a 3-game win streak. Trying to extend that to 4, and if everything continues to go right,
nice
there's the travel.
Yeah, see, and this is just a product of a very heady, a very smart defense jumping that pass lane. Nothing's coming easy right now for Lincoln Southwest. We mentioned how they were missing those threes early in that first quarter. I think that's really affected their offense and their offensive attack here. It doesn't allow for any breathing room in the painted area.
Holding a team like Lincoln Southwest to just 6 points with only 2:30 to play in our first half. Here's Williams. A foul on Lou. It's her second. But again, I mean, this is a Lincoln North Star team that just beat Grand Island 64-9.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for the Lady Islanders, that's been happening a couple of times throughout this season. So
hope they bounce back.
That's a tough measuring stick, but it does show you that their offense can pour it in really against anybody.
Trainer right side. Stauffer fires away. That's too long. Lincoln Southwest not finding any opportunities from beyond the arc, and here's an offensive foul. It goes against Trainer.
You know, I've seen a couple, last couple whistles have come from that aggressive nature, and I think for both Southwest and Lincoln North Stars, that last foul for North Star was on Annie Lou. You can live with it, right? You like to see your team getting aggressive, getting after it. Go after that rebound like you just saw right there.
Still searching for their first field goal offensively. An offensive foul here against Lou again, her third.
Yep, with a screen trying to open up Gatwich.
So if you're Lincoln Southwest, I mean, are you going to try to go back to the free throw line, maybe try to draw something underneath? Not shooting the greatest from beyond the arc yet. That shot still has a chance to come. You can always get hot.
Right.
But as of right now, you just want to find another way to get some points on the board.
Yeah, I think you just have to be patient and you know, make a little bit of your own luck here. But you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And right now, there's not much giving going on out there from North Star.
Trainer inside. Gatwich with some good defense on the low block. Now Trainer on the inside. Shot no good. Bellamy with the offensive rebound. And another foul. It goes against North Star.
And there it is, Kaylin, like you're talking about, just getting to the rim. Just be determined, get to the rack. And hey, scoring from the foul line, that's all right.
6 for 6 from the foul line tonight for Lincoln Southwest. 1:35 remaining in our first half. Free throw no good.
Ah, that's got to be frustrating, right? If you are a Southwest fan, it's been a little bit of a struggle here for you offensively. Then you get an opportunity and you can't capitalize from the 15-foot line.
Stauffer with another chance. Try to help kickstart a little spark before halftime. This one's
there
good.
It is.
Navigators can either take their time or maybe just do what you've been doing, and that's been aggressive right to the rim. Going back inside, Kendall Anderson was the intended target in a foul.
Yeah, that's an excellent point where the Lady Gators kind of hold all the cards here. You know, they can take their foot off the gas, be methodical on offense. We know they can shift gears. They're a versatile offensive team, or they can just continue to try and pour it on. They've had a nice balance here this afternoon of scoring from beyond the arc and inside.
Stauffer with the steal, back up to Williams with the lay-in, switched over from the right to the left hand, was able to toss it off, and that is the first field goal for Lincoln Southwest in the first half.
My goodness, and once again, it wasn't easy. She had to get that up quick because the trees were falling in on her.
10-point lead for the Gators as Kroll hands it off to Irons. On the baseline now, Anderson gets it right out to Kendall Anderson. Gatwich with 45 seconds. Drives in off the right side, no good. Here's Williams, and a chance for Lincoln Southwest to change some momentum. Just over 30. Griffin underneath, and a foul again. That will send the Silverhawks back to the line. Piper Bellamy heading to the charity stripe.
Anderson with the reach in. He had Gadwich with a really nice drive, cutting through and past defenders, just unable to finish. Went a little high off the glass.
Bellamy swishes the first free throw. Lincoln Southwest started 9-0 this year, fell for the first time to Lincoln Southeast by 3. Also fell to Millard West and Bellevue East, but currently they've won 4 straight. Is this free throw also good?
You know, and after everything that hasn't gone the way of the Lady Silverhawks, it's only a 3-possession game.
19-11 after being held without a field goal for nearly the entire first half. 9 made free throws. As Gatwich with 8 seconds. High post, tries to draw contact, and she does.
A home crowd wanted the steal.
Oh, I mean, you decide.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough call. Rath obviously had her arm inside there, but did she have all ball?
Didn't appreciate the call from the referee. She kind of looked back to the official. Mouth wide, just kind of shocked.
Who, me? I mean, probably the first time the official's ever seen that, you know, that reaction.
First free throw is good from Gatwich. This would make it a 10-point game. Missed off back iron. Offensive rebound might be an over and back. It is.
A little bit of a feel of a makeup call there, and that's where if you're Kendall Anderson, you got to be aware of that, because now you're going to allow your opposition to walk the entire court and try and score from the foul line. Less than 5 seconds left.
Free throw attempt, left it short. Rath almost trying to push that thing up there. 4.6 to play in the first half.
Boy, that's just kind of the type of half it's been for Lincoln Southwest. They catch a break and tough time capitalizing.
Second one is good. The deficit is only 8. Gatwich rushes up the court, puts up the shot, pull up off the glass, had a great look, but no good. And we still have a fun one, low scoring and defensive, but right now, number 3, North Star leading number 2, Lincoln Southwest, after one half of basketball. Coming up next, our halftime highlights, halftime show on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil, your first and last stop to and from the game. By USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer. The halftime report on NCN is sponsored by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health matters.
From the moment you realized you needed ongoing care, to the long conversations with loved ones and the scare of having to leave the home you've lived in for so many years, to the moment you realized you didn't have to meeting your caregiver for the first time and those initial fears turning into new friendships, to the moment you felt more supported than you have in a really long time.
Thank you.
We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams, financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
Look at the dance moves. Can Andy Klassen, can he do that on the dance court? Basketball court?
You kidding me? This is the nationally ranked Emeralds for Lincoln Southwest right now for your halftime entertainment. Wearing the breast cancer awareness pink pom-poms here while they're putting on the show and entertaining the crowd during this halftime break.
Now here's what I love. I will give you this little tidbit. While we were walking into the game, we had to go through the dance practice area, and one of the moms kind of turned and said, "Hey, do you want to try your shot at the dance move?" And I said, "I can't do anything like that." Yeah, I mean, this is why.
Exactly.
20-12, Lincoln North Star leading Lincoln Southwest at the break. Both teams ranked in the top 3. North Star right now is number 3, and Lincoln Southwest right now is number 2. But if the score holds, you might want to flip-flop those positions. The Navigators have been playing so well defensively all throughout the first half, which has really propelled them to an 8-point lead. But even for a defense that held the Silverhawks to the first field goal coming with under 2 minutes, under a minute and a half in the first half of basketball, it's still an 8-point game.
Right, so that speaks to the defensive effort from Lincoln Southwest, and that's where their defense has allowed them to hang in there even though their offense isn't clicking. We mentioned how this is a top 2 versus 3 matchup, and it's been every bit of that thus far.
Let's take a look at some of our halftime highlights. We can show you how we got here to this point. A lot of it to sophomore Annie Liu.
Yeah, just a phenomenal scorer, great defender on the other end. And then Gatwich, she has a really nice, quick first move.
Gatwich just a junior as well. This is a team that has a lot of young players. Kendall Anderson, a sophomore, averaging almost 10 a game. She has 2 threes, and how about this one from another zip code?
Yeah, and defender was right there as well. Just the confidence that Kendall Anderson's shooting the ball with, and right there, Liu, after a steal, going coast to coast.
And here is the first field goal. You can see on the clock in the background, there was about a minute 15 seconds to play in this second quarter. It was the incredible shot there by Kennedy Williams. And Williams is so good at finishing at the rim.
Yep.
Kind of going up and under, drawing some contact too a lot of the times.
Yeah, very creative with the ball in her hands, facilitator. And she's had a couple of really nice, moves to the rack, and then the kick out. Just the shots weren't falling. I'll tell you what, that can happen to a team here and there. Southwest, with their defensive efforts, they've been able to keep this game, manageable. Only down 8 at half.
Right, and you kind of watch some of those halftime highlights. You say, well, why weren't there more plays for Lincoln Southwest there offensively? Well, we showed you the one field goal from Williams. The 10 other points were all from the free throw line. As fun it is to watch free throws, I mean, not the best highlight.
Right.
I mean, unless it's a game winner, maybe.
And it also speaks to Southwest figuring things out offensively just enough to stay within striking distance. North Star, you just kind of felt like if you were a fan of the Lady Gators, you were a little frustrated because you'd get a turnover, you'd generate a steal, just to give it right back. We saw a couple travel calls, a couple lazy passes. So you just kind of feel like North Star might have left some points, out on the court. There's some unforced, self-harm there, some unforced errors that gave the ball right back to Southwest.
Navigators 2 of 4 from the free throw line in that first half. Lincoln Southwest 10 of 12 from the line in the first half of basketball. 20-12 halftime on NCN. Third quarter coming up next.
I was given a prescription opioid pain medication that lasted a lot longer than the pain itself. And within only a few months, I was completely addicted. I lost everything. And I started to watch my life slip away. These drugs are addictive. One prescription can be all it takes to lose everything.
Welcome to halftime here on News Channel Nebraska. You're watching high school sports on NCN, presented thanks to Liberty First Credit Union, which is where we are currently in Lincoln, Nebraska at Liberty First 46th and R location. And joining us today is Angie Schreiner, Senior Vice President of Marketing with Liberty First. And Angie, this has now been several years running that Liberty First has been a supporter of high school sports here on News Channel Nebraska. And we're going to start with an easy one. How come Liberty First continues to support high school sports, not only in Lincoln, but across the state?
Yeah, we've been supporting events in our community since 1935 when we opened our doors. And high school sports is just a great way to bring joy of sports to anyone who loves it. Whether you're in the town that the team is playing in and you can't make it, or you live out of town and you want to watch a loved one, or there's just a specific team you want to follow and see how they're doing, this is a great avenue to do that. Plus, it's a great way to highlight and bring attention to the young talent that we have in our local schools.
Well, you talked about locally and the locations that you have. There's several in Lincoln, but you're not just limited to Lincoln as well. So where else is Liberty First in the state of Nebraska?
Yeah, so we have the 4 locations in Lincoln. We also have one in Seward and our newest one in Omaha. We just opened that one not too long ago, so we'd love for everyone to stop in, see us, and see some of the great things we're offering there.
They stop in, they see you. What is Liberty First currently offering, and what are some of the benefits that you guys currently have running?
Yeah, so we have 3 things that are really attention grabbers to anyone who stops in. One is our 5.5% APY checking account. That's Kasasa Checking, and you earn that rate just by doing things you normally do with banking. And then we have auto loans as low as 4.99% APR with 2021 and newer. And then our credit card is a fixed rate credit card as low as 9.99, and you earn cash back. Who doesn't want a little more cash back, right? Especially today, you need that in your pocket. And that's what we're here to do, is help provide that cash back in your pocket, help provide extra dividends for you, anything to help make you more financially secure.
Well, Angie, lastly, before we let you go, we always want to talk about for the audience the difference between a credit union and a bank. What are the benefits of a credit union opposed to perhaps a bank?
Yeah, one of the major differences is that we're not for profit. What that really means is all of our profits we return to our members, and we get to do that through some of the great products like the Kasasa Checking and the low rate auto loans and credit cards. Making sure that you have something to build yourself on and listening to you when you come in. Maybe you've had some financial barriers that prevented you from getting that win that you really want. That's what we're going to help you through, whether it's building your credit score or getting the auto loan or the house of your dreams. We're here to do that. We're going to listen to your whole story. That doesn't always happen at other institutions. We're not just going to look at the credit score and say yes or no. We want to hear what's going on in your life and why it's there. We really care about each member that walks in our door and how we can help them.
Well, Angie, thank you so much for the time as always. Looking forward to continuing to work with Liberty First Credit Union here on News Channel Nebraska.
Thank you.
That's Angie Schreiner with Liberty First Credit Union, a presenting sponsor of high school sports here on News Channel Nebraska. Check them out at any of their 4 Lincoln locations or in Seward or West Omaha, or you can go to libertyfirstcu.com. I'm Brandon Axelmit. More high school sports coming up next.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
North Star with an 8-point lead after the first half, and it has been about as great as a half as you could want for the Navigators, albeit I think both teams probably left a few points there out on the court due to turnovers and some mental mistakes. But that's what the first quarter is for. You'd like to iron things out here in the second half.
And let's be honest, these are two teams that know each other well. Oh my goodness, another turnover before North Star can get into their offense.
First 8 seconds of the third quarter, too. Got time to clean things up. Lincoln North Star, they turned it over at the first possession of the second quarter, now the first possession of the third quarter. As Lincoln Southwest got kind of hot there toward the end of their second quarter underneath Kennedy Williams. I think it might have gotten tipped, but she gets her own rebound. Gatwich with good defense, but Williams now has got 8 points.
Williams following her own shot off the miss. Offensive rebound and the putback.
It's a 6-point game in favor of Lincoln North Star. To the left side, Joyce Johnson finds Gatwich. And Andy, you kind of mentioned it. You wanted to say that Lincoln North Star's pretty happy with the lead, but not too happy as Lincoln Southwest can do it all, but so can Sarah Gatwich now with 7.
Yeah, she's just a matchup nightmare. I mean, if she's one-on-one, she's going to get herself to the rim, as you saw on that last occasion.
Raffy with a great look, but got the rebound, Eleanor Griffin. Now Dostal. Raffy top of the key, finds it to the right side, underneath. Dostal back to Raffy. Has to dribble.
This has really been the calling card of Southwest. They're just grinders. You know, there's another offensive rebound. Raffy, I mean, she's not the tallest player out there, not the quickest, but she's making a couple of plays early on here in this second half.
And earns herself a chance at the free throw line. Hayden Raffy was there toward the end of the second quarter. There with 4.6 seconds on the clock. She made 1 of 2. Has a chance here. Got it.
And this is where you can kind of feel, you know, that the score start to tighten up a little bit if you're North Star and kind of thinking, well, man, what if a couple of those threes start to fall for Lincoln Southwest? You know, they're going to have to hit another gear here offensively themselves.
I think a lot of high school coaches will tell you that playing on the road isn't a lot different than playing at home, but when you have a place like Lincoln Southwest does, being at home is just a lot nicer. Here's Lou that gets blocked out of bounds. It's Griffin and her third rejection. Annie Lou that time.
Does just such a nice job of moving with the basketball. You saw it right there, all ball. Didn't come across with the arm.
Kendall Anderson finds Katie Irons, who kicks it to Johnson. High post, almost lost it. Irons fires one up from right inside the free throw line. Great box out by Kennedy Williams. Williams on the charge. Floater from the baseline, left it short, back to Lincoln North Star. Kendall Anderson. Irons tries to save it. Williams there with the hustle and forces the turnover.
Fantastic recovery defense, not allowing that fast break to really take place.
Raffy over the head to Dostal. And a 6-point game. Just under 5.5 to play in the third quarter. Griffin tests her luck, missed it off the side of the rim, and it goes out of bounds off of Gatwich.
And I'll tell you what, the Gators dodged another bullet there, got into a 2-3 zone. You had a little inside out, quick pass out. Just that 3-point shot has not been falling for the Silverhawks.
Yeah, that's the one thing they need. Have not hit a 3 yet today. Just 2 field goals underneath. Griffin with the left hand, no, trying to keep her own rebound. She wanted to get it to Raffy, but Raffy came in trying to grab the offensive board.
I mean, Griffin caught the ball. It felt like she was wide open to it. Man, talk about some team speed defensively. Gators really closed in on her. Didn't allow for that easy lay-in attempt.
Well, Lincoln Southwest has a guy like Tim Barata leading the team, 3rd season, grew up in Fremont, graduated as a Tiger, played at Hastings College for 2 years, transferred to UNL. He has 17 years of experience at Wilber-Clatonia, and then was an assistant here at Lincoln Southwest for 5 years before taking the head coaching job. Gatwich fouled before she could get the shot up.
This is the NBA. You don't get the continuation. Otherwise, Gatwich, Sarah would have made you pay as she does finish with the lay-in.
Third quarter today brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Irons. Kendall Anderson steps through, missed it, a little too long, too much juice on it. Kennedy Williams there for the board. The future Husker leading Lincoln Southwest with 8 points. Here's a three-point woes still going on for the Silverhawks, but they will keep the ball.
So many times before, you know, there's a little bit of a scramble, and somehow the ball finds its way to Kennedy Williams as she tracks down a loose ball rebound. She tried to attack the middle of the court. You had two players in Johnson and Irons shutting her down at the top of the key, forcing the ball out of her hands. It's a really, a superb defensive effort thus far from the Gators.
And Sarah Gatwich is just frustrated right now as she commits another foul. This one only her second. Thought she had a clean block on Emerson Wells, who now at the free throw line. Free throw short.
Now just that continuation with that right arm from Gatwich. Just, if she could have played that straight up and got her hand on the ball, I don't think you would have heard that whistle.
Both free throws no good. North Star catches a break. 22-16. Gatwich drives inside and a foul. And it goes against Ansley Traynor. Our broadcast thanks in part to Zollner Ford Lincoln. With 4:17 to play in the third quarter. We'll talk about Lincoln North Star again, how good they've been this year. Last year were very good as well. Had a 17-8 record, made it to their first ever state tournament before losing to the 2-seed Millard North. As here's a rebound from the Silverhawks. Great job.
Nice job
offensively keeping the rebound. Kendall Anderson on the kick out. She double dribbled.
Joyce Johnson, the freshman, did a great job keeping that possession live for the Gators and the kick out, but once again unable to capitalize.
Lincoln North Star, though, usually a below 500 team. They've only finished above 500 3 times, including this year, since about 2010. I mean, this is the team that went 1-23, 1-24, and 0-24 in 2017, 2018. Didn't have a win in 2012 or 13. So again, this is the time for Lincoln North Star. You're so excited as a fan, as a coach, as a player. But here's Kennedy Williams with the kick out, quick fire three, still no luck from distance. And it's going back to the Gators.
Yeah, talk about flipping the script. Head coach Tommy Johnson really has something going on here for Lincoln North Stars. You saw another scramble for the ball, and Williams actually tried to box out the Gators from going after that loose ball, and then the official awarded the ball to North Star. So that kind of tells you, just snatch the ball if you can, Kaylin, grab it.
Going up, Gatwich lays it in off the turnaround on the baseline.
So good. She's so good down around the rim.
9 points for the junior. Back to an 8-point lead. Lincoln Southwest hasn't really chipped away here with Norlinger. That shot no good. Poked around. Gatwich rips down the rebound and gets fouled.
It's going to be on Wells.
Yeah, ripped it away from Wells, and on the way back, got a hand in there for the foul.
I tell you what, Lincoln North Star is continuing to be extremely aggressive on the defensive end, and it is causing problems for Lincoln Southwest.
Gators with the lead, under 3 to play in the third quarter. Number 3 versus number 2. Right now, number 3's got the lead. Kendall Anderson to the right side. Heat check three. Too long. Katie Irons right off the catch and shoot. And Kennedy Williams. Silverhawks looking to get right back to state. Again, a team, Andy, that was picked high in Class A.
Oh, yeah.
For good reason. Fakes it. Dostal kicks out Kreifels. First time we've seen Chloe Kreifels in.
And there's that aggressiveness kind of working against you. You're going to get a shoving call here against North Star as Southwest was being patient on offense, working the ball back and forth.
Both teams with 3 fouls here in this third quarter. We'll see if anybody reaches the bonus. Stauffer, high pass, miscommunication, but Williams with the hustle keeps it in to Kreifels. Tries to set the screen. Now Williams thunders down the lane, misses but going to the line, and Gatwich again.
Boy, she's frustrated too.
And there's the technical.
No.
You wondered the way that Gatwich has been talking after the times that she commits the foul, and again, you can check it there. That is so frustrating for the Navigators.
God dang it. And she wasn't looking at the official, but she continued to keep talking. She just was kind of walking with the official. You know, she was walking towards her bench. The official was walking towards the score table. Just an unfortunate, turn of events there for Lincoln North Star.
And you kind of saw Sarah Gatwich there mouth the words, but I got the ball. I got the ball when I was there defensively. I had it on the ball more than sometimes whenever you do that, you have it on the ball. But again, you talked about the continuation, Andy. If your hand continues to go, I mean, it was a little close there, but you just
get the offensive player with the body, and that's beyond the point because you got the whistle. So live to play another, possession, and you kind of doubled down and hurt yourself and your team, and you're giving one of the best free throw shooters in the state a couple more opportunities here from the foul line. And you're also playing against a team their offense is struggling. You have a lot of good things going your way. Forget about, did I get ball or not? Understand what's the here and now. Tough turn of events right here for North Star.
So you had 4 straight free throws for Kennedy Williams due to the foul shot. Then you had it due to the technical, so you add on 2, and you keep the basketball.
Yep.
It's a 5-point game, and the Silverhawks could flip this thing in an instant. Stauffer to the corner. Bellamy waits patiently, thought about it, and Williams again. 11 points for Kennedy Williams. Inside kick out, Trainer 3, good! Stauffer, massive 3. It's the first one for Lincoln Southwest tonight. It's a 2-point game.
You felt like that was going to come sometime. They were ice cold from beyond the arc. Stauffer checking in, giving them that offensive spark.
Irons too strong off the glass. Lincoln Southwest can tie it or take the lead. The offense has been so quiet today, but it hasn't mattered. They've hustled, found their way to the line, found ways to score as Trainer inside tries to tie it just a little bit off. Annie Liu, who again hasn't played a lot of the third quarter with 3 fouls. Deep 3, Kendall Anderson, no.
Look out, here comes Williams.
Williams back to Eleanor Griffin. Stauffer tries to tie it. She does!
Wow, 5 straight points from Stauffer. That was a tough shot, Kaylin.
We're tied at 24, now working up. Shot no good, but a free throw, 2 of them coming for Lincoln North Star. Joyce Johnson has a chance to give the Gators the lead back with 22.6 to play in the third quarter.
Johnson in transition. The freshman's averaging 6 points per game. Love that, how she was forcing the issues. You get a look at Kennedy Williams there. Her second foul.
And again, Kennedy talking with the official. Maybe just wondering, hey, what do I have to do there to not get the foul called against me next time?
And you see how she's approached the official here, and she's having a conversation. You know, in no way, shape, or form is she going to put herself at risk of picking up a technical.
Right. Nodding. Yep. Understanding. Just trying to say, hey, I'm just curious. What did I do there to draw the foul?
Well, you fouled her.
No. Neither free throw good. We're staying tied at 24. Big misses from Johnson. Williams gets it to Norlinger. With 10 seconds, Lincoln Southwest down by as many as 12 points. Baseline shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Rathie, no at the horn. We'll stay tied as we head into the fourth quarter between number 2 Lincoln Southwest, number 3 Lincoln North Star. 24 all on NCN. Stick around for quarter number 4.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
(24-24) as Lincoln North Star led by as many as 13. They led 19-6 midway through the second quarter, allowing no field goals from Lincoln Southwest, but the Silverhawks chipped away, down by 8 at halftime. And after a strong spark on basically one play that changed everything, off of a foul from Sarah Gatwich, including a shooting foul and a turnover.
Barada with the timeout of his own to save possession. Ball got tied up there. You make a fantastic point there, Kaylin, where you had a foul, then the technical foul, so 4 free throws right in a row, then possession retained by Southwest, and then you had a player off the bench and Stauffer come in and drain a 3.
First one.
Yes, everything just compiled there for Lincoln Southwest, and really got this home crowd energized. You just felt like they're waiting for a triple to finally hit, and it did after that unfortunate turn of events there for Lincoln North Star.
And not only did you have the big 3 from Stauffer, but then you had the miss from Katie Irons. You had the shot from Stauffer, who stepped right inside the three-point line and tied the game. 5 points now for Stauffer, 24 all. 10 seconds off this fourth quarter clock, and Lincoln Southwest with a chance to take their first lead. Inside, this is almost poked away from Griffin.
Gators come out in a 1-3-1 zone. They've been shifting in and out of different looks defensively throughout this game.
5 on the shot clock. Norlinger has to fire away. No good off back iron. Grabs her own board. Kick out. Griffin a 3. Rattles it in. The lead for Lincoln Southwest. They've come all the way back. Silverhawks in front by 3.
Norlinger is Griffin's such a post present. You forget about her when she gets out beyond the arc. You can't lose number 24.
And if you're Lincoln North Star, you cannot collapse now. You've been playing so well.
And they don't need a 3 rate here either. They can work it inside.
Plenty of time. How do you respond? Joyce Johnson misses. Griffin with the rebound. And Kennedy Williams finds Rathy. Rathy blocked and a foul. It looked like really good defense by Olivia Anderson. But coming over top like that,
yeah,
it's always so dangerous. You had to check on the shoulder first before the block.
Yep. Only her second foul, but now Southwest is getting to that rhythm we were talking about, attacking in transition. And once again, scoring from the foul line.
Rathy, 4 points, all from the free throw line. Made them both, and it is officially a 2-score lead for Lincoln Southwest. Number 2 in front of number 3 by 5, under 7 to play. Johnson finds Gatwich. Gatwich trying to get back involved in this one after the technical, and she's fouled.
Yep. Gatwich tried to throw the ball over to the official. It kind of, I think she lost a little bit. It went off the rim.
That's the 10th foul, or 10th foul, 4th foul on Hayden Rathy, number 10. So she checks out of the game. Here's Johnson. Looking inside, Kendall Anderson misses, had a great look under the rim. Dostal across the court to Williams, now to Griffin. Great ball movement from the Silverhawks.
Yep, Griffin got baseline. Credit the Gators moving their feet with that 1-3-1 zone.
And just tossed it away. Great idea there by Eleanor Griffin.
Oh no, we have the officials talking things over here.
Calling a tip. And we'll go back to North Star. So that's what you want to do as officials. You want to talk it over. That's great.
Yep, the initial call, I felt he had the best angle on it there. He was as closest to the ball.
Gatwich finds a lane, misses here.
Boy, this
going
is where
to the line.
The Gators are so strong. They're running that double high post. They got Gatwich and Lou, who we talked about highlighting in the pregame. I mean, pick your poison, right? What are you going to try and do as a defense? Lean one way or the other.
Yeah, you've got 13.1 points per game for Sarah Gatwich. You've got 15 points per game for Annie Lou.
Yeah, not too many teams across the state has a 1-2 punch where who's one, who's two, you know? And when they run a double high post to kind of kickstart that offense.
As Gatwich flushes down the first free throw. And you have Katie Irons, who averages over 10 points per game. She has not scored today. She's had great looks, but hasn't been able to find her way into the scoring column. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. Bounce pass to Williams in a 3-point game. Under 6. And there's Kendall Anderson picking up the foul.
Both teams still a little ways away from that bonus. Both at 2 now. Sanderson a little slow on the feet there. Credit Williams for drawing that foul out.
And another foul on Lincoln North Star. So Kendall Anderson now with 4 fouls. Annie Lou now with 4 fouls.
I want to look at this because I almost felt like Lou had a better path to the ball than Williams. One of those 50-50 calls going the way of Southwest.
And now 3 fouls against North Star, 2 against Lincoln Southwest with 5.5 minutes to play. We could be seeing lots of free throws at the tail end of this one. High pass over Anderson. Looking for Stauffer. Had it blocked. But an offensive rebound. Williams got it! Lincoln Southwest has found the spark from three-point land.
And the crowd goes crazy as Williams gets the loose ball at the top of the key. She knows what to do with it.
Shot just misses. There's Lou with the offensive rebound. Kendall Anderson back to Lou. Lou shot fake, had it stolen. Williams with the steal. Lou gives chase, and it's the fifth foul against Annie Lou and one Kennedy Williams.
Man, I felt like Lou even backed off that one. Giving Williams a clear path to lane. Might have got her just a little bit with the body. That's just that's a tough call in a tough spot. You know she was a little frustrated. Obvious contact there after the steal.
$16 points after the missed free throw for Kennedy Williams. Wide open three, no good.
Anderson continues to be that spark plug.
And now a foul against Lincoln Southwest. Joyce Johnson, who's going back to the line. She's 1 of 4 from the line tonight.
Boy, Aaron's had that wide open look, maybe too wide open, you know.
Well, now with Lou out, you'd love for Katie Irons to step into that scoring role and see if you can find something for the Gators now, because after Lincoln Southwest kind of found their rhythm from the three. Now watch out. Knew they wouldn't miss the rest of the game. Johnson knocks down the second free throw, 2 of 6 from the line for her. Stick around for our coach's post-game interview, brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. Underneath, Williams, another and one. Unreal.
Yeah, she's just kind of taking the game over, isn't she, Kaylin? Doing a really nice job seeing the defense, finding the crease, going through and around defenders.
It is such a skill to not only finish at the rim, but finish with contact. And then finish at the free throw line.
And one. Wow. And this has swelled to a double-digit 10-point lead.
It's a 19-point game for Kennedy Williams. Gatwich step back, missed it short. Williams with the board. Over 4 to play, but right now if you're North Star, you got to find some answers.
You really do. Maybe start looking for the three ball a little bit more. You have some great shooters. I know they haven't been on, but something's got to change.
There's Griffin wide open under the rim. Who lays it in?
Once again, playing inside out. Nice patience on offense.
North Star led by as many as 13. Now Lincoln Southwest leads by 12. Stepping through, Irons. No. And Lincoln Southwest has come alive in the fourth quarter. End of the third, and now the fourth three-pointer. It's open. That's too long from Norlinger. Wanted to add in some of the action. Sarah Gatwich. She's the option number 1. Takes it to the rim and one. Sarah Gatwich.
What a take with the left hand. Right down the middle of the lane.
13 points for Gatwich. You give Kennedy Williams her 3rd foul. Honestly, you love that matchup if you're Lincoln North Star. You want to say, hey, Sarah, just take it right down there again.
And we've seen that a couple times from the Gators, where they'll just clear out that entire offense except for whoever's at the top of the key, allows for that one-on-one and try to navigate their way to the rim.
Free throw no good. Still a 10-point Lincoln Southwest lead. Well, if you stopped watching at halftime and just tuned in now, you'd say, wait a minute, North Star was up by 8. Well, not anymore. Raffy, left wing. Under 3. Dostal kick out to Raffy. Nice ball movement here. 9-8 on the shot clock. Had it almost stolen, and Irons with the foul.
Yeah, you can see the frustration really from kind of come out here from North Star.
Irons just a freshman.
Yeah, love the hustle. Just that little bit of contact there. She kind of crossed the baseline looking for poke out of steal.
Now any foul from this point will result in free throws either side. Griffin with the missed free throw. So they're in the bonus. One more against North Star, or against Lincoln Southwest would put North Star in the bonus as Griffin makes the second attempt at the line.
It's got to be a little bit of a hurry up here offensively for North Star.
Got to find something to fall. Joyce Johnson, nice move. Didn't want to pull up. Kendall Anderson, that's who you're looking for the three ball. North Star crowd wanted the foul, didn't get it. Irons inside, and Katie Irons gets fouled.
So she'll go to the line. Yep, this is what you want. If you're a North Star fan, the clock has stopped, and you have the opportunity here to score some points. Cut into this lead.
Free throw, no good. It's been a tough day from the line for Lincoln North Star as Irons with another opportunity cashes in this one.
Yeah, the Navigators are so close as Tommy Johnson, head coach of the Navigators, calls a timeout when it talks things over with 2:22 left.
What a Silverhawk rally. Lincoln Southwest leads by 10, 40-30 over Lincoln North Star, 2:22 remaining. We'll be back after this timeout.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Through 2:22 remaining as Lincoln Southwest with the basketball and the 10-point lead. Kaylin Devin and Andy Klassen on NCN with you tonight. Kennedy Williams trying to get around the defense. Plenty of time on the shot clock. I think for North Star, want to maybe just force them into a bad shot.
Yeah,
they've already had this much time off the possession.
And don't bail them out with the foul. Don't bail them out with the foul here.
Griffin misses, but gets their own rebound. Resets the possession. And there's the foul.
Yep.
Lincoln Southwest has shot 26 free throws tonight. They've made 19 of them. Lincoln North Star, they've shot 12 and have made 6 of them.
You know, and we're talking about how the Gators are so versatile offensively. Obviously, a couple, tremendous scoring threats, and Annie Lou and Sarah Gatwich, who we talked about a lot. But Lincoln Southwest were able to figure things out in the first half where really nothing was working for their offense, but they got themselves to the foul line, and they were able to stay within striking distance from scoring from that charity stripe.
As Kennedy Williams breaks through the 20-point threshold, she's got 21. Offensive rebound, Irons. Kendall Anderson, a deep three.
Wow.
Rattles it in.
You said it.
You'd love some more of those.
That was a deep three, and she's more than capable of rattling a couple of those home.
9-point lead for Lincoln Southwest. 1:15 remaining. You got to hurry if you're a North Star. Force a turnover. Maybe let this possession play out, but after that, you're going to have to start fouling.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot. Things are going to have to fall your way regardless. Shot clock under 10.
1 minute. 5 seconds. And there's a foul.
There's a travel.
Turnover. Travel. At first, it looked like you had Katie Irons picking up the foul. It would have been a little bit of a later whistle, but did get the travel instead. So North Star patiently waiting, now with a chance. Down by 9. Johnson inside floats it up. Fouled.
Yeah, Griffin didn't have her feet set, was backpedaling. Nice work there. Johnson also being quick, decisive with the ball.
She's 2 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. This is where you need to be perfect. Got the first one. Big make.
Nothing but nylon.
And an 8-point game. Under 50. Second one, no good. And there's the rebound from Griffin. 8-point game, you need an intentional foul now. You just don't want the ball in the hands of Kennedy Williams. Maybe trap her in the backcourt. That's where you want to foul. Got it. Got the foul off. No 10 seconds.
Wow. So there's a little angst throughout the gymnasium here.
Whoa. Okay, 8-point game. Lincoln North Star basketball, 38.6 to play in the game.
Getting a good look at head coach Tim Barata there for Southwest.
Yeah.
He's seen it all. He's able to keep his wits about him.
Kroll to pass it in to Johnson. Johnson drives. A little miscommunication. 30 seconds. And a foul. That one on Griffin.
And she comes away, palms up. Says, I can't believe it. Thought that was another block.
28.1 remaining. And a timeout on the court.
Full timeout, Lincoln Southwest.
We'll keep
things
this
down.
one here. We'll kind of talk about how this one has gone so far. Caitlin Deppen and Andy Klassen with you with some Class A basketball as Lincoln North Star had the nice lead in that first half. Defense leading to offense. Lots of great opportunities led by as many as 13. But at the tail end of that third quarter was really whenever the kickstart happened for Lincoln Southwest. It was a foul on Kennedy Williams by Sarah Gatwich, plus a technical, plus possession of the ball really sparked everything. And that just led, look, that looks...
Yeah, a lot of ball.
A lot of ball.
And Eleanor Griffin, I think she has 3 or 4 blocks, very similar look, feel to that one that was not whistled. Now at crunch time, she does draw the whistle. She couldn't believe it.
And check it out again here. That's a lot of ball.
Yep.
42-34. We were tied at 24 at the end of the third quarter. And then it's been Lincoln Southwest scoring 18 points, 18-10 run. And they've got that 8-point lead.
You know, really credit North Star for battling back. Once things, you know, the tide really shifted. As you mentioned, you did a good job laying it out there, that key point, that key moment, the turning point. But they came roaring back here, and they're making a game of it. And, hey, ooh, that's tough, though. You got to make those free throws. But generate a turnover, you know, knock down a 3. Stranger things, right?
Stranger things have happened. Kroll makes the second one. 28.1. Immediate foul on Norlinger. And goes against Kroll.
So you got the quick foul. A lot of times teams will try and get that turnover before the half-court mark. I don't mind the thought process there as far as extending the game. You know, try to save as much clock as possible.
7-point lead for Lincoln Southwest. Now Brentley Norlinger, she hasn't been to the line tonight. Hasn't made a shot tonight, but knocks down the first free throw.
Yep.
That's clutch.
And Norlinger's only a sophomore. My goodness, so much youth on both of these lineups.
So excited to see how both these teams play out throughout the rest of their time here. There's a steal after the offensive rebound. 19 seconds, got to chuck one up here if you're Kendall Anderson. Kick out. Johnson can't afford to pass it really, got to go up, misses. There's the rebound from Griffin. And that will wrap it up. Lincoln Southwest down by 13, rallies back ties it at the end of the third quarter, goes on a massive run. Silverhawks find the three-point ball, and they win the game. Number 2, Lincoln Southwest over number 3, Lincoln North Star. Final score 43-35 in a thriller. What a game that we had, as Andy Klassen will be joining us next down low with our player of the game and head coach Tim Barada for Lincoln Southwest. We thank you for watching this one, but don't go anywhere. We've got more for you. Top plays, interviews with coach and player on News Channel Nebraska. It's coming up.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Valentine's Day? That's what got y'all more shook up than James Bond's drink of choice?
Oi! Have you ever tried buying a gift for a woman? Last year, my wife said, "Don't give me anything." You got her nothing? No! Turns out I got a heartbreak.
You are talking to a world-class gift giver right here. Yeah! But whether it's a gift for your girlfriend, fiance, or wife, diamond jewelry tells a woman as beautiful as these are, they still don't compare to you.
Visit Sartor Heyman Jewelers, located in Lincoln and Grand Island.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Courtside now with head coach Tim Baranda. You guys had to really grind out a victory where things weren't really working offensively. How are you able to do that?
Well, we talked at halftime. Holding them to 20 points in the first half was really, really good. It was good news, bad news. Offensively, we made one field goal and had 12 points. So we said we were dysfunctional. We got to be better. She took it upon herself to be better. We also continue to guard, so I think we gave up 15 or 16 points to a really good offensive team in the second half. I can't ask for more than my kids.
Yeah, you said Kennedy Williams had another stellar performance for you. What was she able to do to really kind of help you guys get through those tough times in that first half?
Well, she does what she does all year. She doesn't panic. She didn't force things. She lets the game come to her. She ends up pushing potentially a triple-double because she 8 or 9 rebounds, 8 or 9 assists. She was outstanding of getting other kids involved, and then when she needs the ball in her hands, she goes and gets it. She's a winner. She'll do whatever it takes to win, and that's what she did today.
It really was. You worked in there really quick, keeping your cool. I thought your team did a fantastic job at keeping your cool. Where does that come from? Is it something you guys talk about every day?
Well, we put on the board, stay in the fight. And I'll be honest with you, that's an old Brad Feakin, Billy Hurd deal from Gretna. But our kids believe as long as you can stick around and give yourself a chance, you have a shot to win. We were not good in the first half. We were bad offense. We were dysfunctional. However, we guarded. We guarded in the second half, and we got better offensively. You have to trust the process, and, if you can stay in the fight, you got a shot.
It was a fight here tonight. What does a win like this do for you guys as you start to kind of look at postseason?
Well, right now you're lining yourself up wild card-wise. How many points can you get? Where are you going to go? There's going to be a wide-open Class A race. Millard West is above everybody else, and then everybody else. There's going to be some really good Class A teams that don't make it to the state tournament, and it's too bad, but only 8 get in.
We just took it upon ourselves to do whatever we could do, win the games that come in front of us, and everything else falls into place.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's bring in our player of the game. Once again, Kennedy Williams. You guys had a tough night scoring the ball in the first half. What changed in the second?
I think we all just really trusted the work that we put in, and even though the first half didn't go like we wanted to, we really just stayed in the fight, and we knew that something was going to come in the second.
Your coach talked about how you just mentioned it, stay in the fight, keep your cool. Where does that come from?
I think just practice. I mean, putting in a lot of extra time and work really gives you that confidence to just stay cool even when things aren't really going your way and when shots aren't falling.
You guys were down 19-6. You were able to keep your cool. What flipped the switch there at the end of that third quarter? Because then you guys got hot and your offense really started clicking.
Yeah, I feel like the momentum just switched, and we really took it upon ourselves to play a little bit harder, especially on defense. We were trying to get stops we can get out in transition and make our offense a little bit easier rather than just having to sit in the zone. And they were trying to slow our pace down. So I feel like we really did a good job of pushing it in the second half.
I asked your coach, I'm going to ask you too. What does a win like this, highly contested, kind of a come from behind, a lot of fun, do for you guys as you're starting to look at the postseason?
Yeah, I think it's huge, especially with the postseason coming up, because those games are big. And after playing in a big game like this, knowing that we were down and we were able to come back, I think just gives us a lot of confidence later.
Thank you for your time. Congratulations on a great game.
Thank you.
All righty, Kellen, send it back up to you in the booth to wrap this one up.
Well, a tremendous game, and the final score of 43-35 as Lincoln Southwest comes from behind to beat Lincoln North Star by 8 points. And thanks for tuning in today, but let's take a look at how we got there. We'll show you our entire highlights and our top plays now on NCN. So you had Lincoln North Star, number 3, lost to Lincoln Southwest, who's number 2 last time out in overtime, thanks to a Kennedy Williams buzzer beater 3 at the end of overtime. Looking for revenge, and Sarah Gatwish gets it started there. Helps that lead. It's 12-8 at this point. How about the deep 3 from another zip code, Kendall Anderson? She knocked down 3 of those tonight. And also Annie Liu, a steal and a score. It's 19-6, the largest lead for Lincoln North Star. And at this point, Lincoln Southwest hadn't had a field goal yet. Finds their first field goal there from Kennedy Williams. Had 6 points in that first half. Now looking for a 3. Stauffer got it. The first 3 of the game for Lincoln Southwest. And after a technical foul on Sarah Gatwich, the momentum flipped. 2-point game. We're tied at this point, but now the lead goes to Lincoln Southwest after a 3 from Eleanor Griffin. 3 threes in a row, and how about another one? It's Kennedy Williams, 21 tonight from the future Nebraska Cornhusker. 42-30, the lead is 12, but Kendall Anderson rattles home that 3. Made it a 9-point game, but it was not enough. North Star had fight, didn't have enough gas left in the tank or another time on the clock. And Lincoln Southwest gets the win, 43-35. Southwest improves to 17-3. Lincoln North Star drops to 16-4. An awesome game, but we've got more basketball for you coming up next as Lincoln Southwest takes down Lincoln North Star 43-35. But don't go anywhere because we've got the boys game coming up next. 11-7 North Star, 12-6 Lincoln Southwest. It's all right here on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. By Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown